Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Welcome to the segment of Kubudh Dumani's a-sabad-a-day. The recitation is from Sri Rag Giwar. Slok Mahalla Pehla. Kubudh Dumani, Kudaya Kasayan, Paraninda Kat Chuhdi, Muthi Krodh Chandal, Kari Kaddi Kya Thiya, ਜਾਂ ਚਾਰੇ ਬੈਠੀਆਂ ਨਾਲ ਸਚ ਸੰਜਮ ਕਰਨੀ ਕਾਰਾਂ ਨਾਵਣ ਨਾਉ ਜਪੇਹੀ ਨਾਨਕ ਅੱਗੇ ਉੱਤਮ ਸੇਈ ਜੇ ਪਾਪਾਂ ਪੰਧ ਨ ਦੇਹੀ ਮਹੱਲਾ ਪਹਿਲਾ ਕਿਆ ਹੰਸ ਕਿਆ ਬਗੁਲਾ ਜਾਂ ਕੋ ਨਦਰ ਕਰੇ ਜੋ ਤਿਸ ਭਾਵੈ ਨਾਨਕਾ ਕਾਗਹੁ ਹੰਸ ਕਰੇ ਪੌੜੀ ਕੀਤਾ ਲੋੜੀਐ ਕੰਮ ਸੋ ਹਰ ਪੈ ਆਖੀਐ ਕਾਰਜ ਦੇ ਸਵਾਰ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਸਚ ਸਾਖੀਐ ਸੰਤਾਂ ਸੰਗ ਨਿਦਾਨ ਅੰਮ੍ਰਿਤ ਚਾਖੀਐ ਭੈ ਭੰਜਨ ਮਿਹਰਬਾਨ ਦਾਸ ਕੀ ਰਾਖੀਐ ਨਾਨਕ ਹਰ ਗੁਣ ਗਾਏ ਅਲਖ ਪ੍ਰਭ ਲਾਖੀਐ. In this passage, we find that Guru Nanak is unsparing in his criticism of Brahmanical practices of untouchability and segregation. This stems from that notion of ritual purity and ritual pollution, which is perhaps one of the most dominant themes in Hindu culture, and actually applies to all aspects of life, from personal conduct to health to education and justice. And its expression is found in this rigid stratification, social stratification and segregation. This rests on the belief that only a ritually pure individual can approach the gods. So in this passage, Guru Nanak Ji makes mention of 4 professions which are considered to be at the very lowest end of the totem pole. And he's used them as metaphors for an unenlightened mind. And the 4 professions that he has chosen are, or at least mentioned here, he refers to the Dumani, which is a woman belonging to a class of singing minstrels. And the woman usually accompanies the singer on a drum. And the second one is the Kasayan, again, people engaged in animal slaughter, which includes butchers as well. Chudi, the third one, is used for scavengers, people who actually cleaned the homes of excreta. And Chandalas, Chandal, those who operated, or were responsible for taking care of dead bodies, working in crematoriums. So having mentioned these, Guru Nanak Ji then asks mockingly, what good is this physical segregation and separation from the low castes when it is your mind that is polluted with evil thoughts and questionable motives? Kari kaddi kya thiye? Kari, a line. What's the point of drawing this line? He's referring to a practice amongst Brahmins who would separate off areas or spaces designated as pure and those outside of it as impure, especially around their kitchen and in places of pilgrimage. So kari kaddi kya thiya? What's the point? Ja chare baithiyan naal, when all these ill qualities, impure qualities, are in your mind. And then the advice that he offers is, segregate the mind from vices with good deeds, with virtue, with discipline. Sach sanjam karani karan. Navan nao japi ho. So transform the mind. And he refers here to the mind as being crow-like, noisy, raucous. Jyotis pave nanaka kaga hansa kare. So the transformation has to happen with the aid of the Guru. And then when you come to the pauri, you will realize that this pauri is conventionally sung at the beginning of a wedding or a marriage ceremony. But if we look at it carefully, it actually captures the path of the Guru to self-realization. So this work that we have to accomplish, Kita Lodiye Kam, typically we tend to think of this as any kam or any work that we want to do. We should start with an ardas. But we would like to suggest an alternative here. There is only one kar or kam that has to be done in Sikhi, and that is self-realization. Kita lodiye kam, lodinda kam, that which has to be accomplished. And that has to be done by digging deep into the har self, into yourself. Se har pe aakhiye. Har pe aakhiye, spoken, dug, interacted with the self. So the work that has to be done, Kita lodiye kam, is done by interacting, by speaking, by communicating with the inner self. And the methodology is provided by the true enlightener, because we don't know how to go within. But it is the Guru, the enlightener, who will show you how to go within. And that's why the Guru says, Karaj de savar, Satgur sach sakhiye. The narrative of the Guru will show you the way in. And that progress will be made in Sangat, Santan Sang. And wisdom is received there. Nidan Amrita Chakhya. So in such a way do we develop the faculty to perceive the unseen. Nanak har gun gaye alakh prabh lakhiye. What is alakh, cannot be seen, is then perceived, lakhiye, seen. Obviously not with the physical eyes, but with faculties that are latent within us. With those thoughts, until the next time, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.